I'm talking with Missoula attorney Josh Vandewettering, who's representing Paige Pavallone in her action against the county of Missoula and the sheriff's department after she was let go and various charges were leveled at her. And Josh, if you could give me the update on where this is all standing right now.
Well, where it is, Peter, is we filed a complaint at the Human Rights Bureau. The county's obligated to file an answer, but they wanted to use sheriff's office reports and Department of Criminal Investigation from the state reports as part of their answer. But those reports are confidential criminal justice, so they asked for our position. Would we object to them using those, even though they're confidential criminal justice? And I responded that I had never seen those reports, even though I'd asked for them. So I really couldn't say whether or not we objected. They went to court and asked to be able to use those and represented Paige's position well, and so the court released those reports to me. I then filed a notice to the court that we did not object to those being used. And so now we are at a place where we're waiting for the county to file their answer on the Human Rights Bureau complaint.
Now, when it comes to the human rights complaint, what exactly are you alleging?
We're alleging essentially that Paige was fired for inappropriate reasons as a violation of her right to have her own political views. In other words, we're arguing that she was fired because she was a Josh Clark supporter and not a T.J. McDermott supporter.
So what happens next? Where do we go from here?
Well, what happens next is they file an answer and the Human Rights Bureau conducts an investigation. And then what happens next after that depends on what the Human Rights Bureau concludes in their investigation.
Okay.
If they conclude that Paige was discriminated against because of her political beliefs, then we have a chance to settle, just like Josh Clark. Then we have a chance to settle, and if we're not able to settle, then we go to the Human Rights Bureau and prove our claim. And if they conclude that Paige was not discriminated against, then we have an opportunity to go to court and make those allegations in court.
Now, have you had the opportunity to determine what sort of compensation that Paige would ask for should she be successful in her complaint?
I have not come up with a number. We're not really at that point yet, but our position is certainly between firing her and then smearing her in the newspaper. They've cost her her whole career, so a lot.
Because I was just going to say she's a young woman, and had she remained with the sheriff's department through retirement up to age 60 or whatever their retirement age is, that is a significant amount of time, money, and not only that, but accrued benefits in retirement.
Yeah, exactly. Figure out what a career is worth for a woman who's in her early 30s. You're exactly right. She's just starting out.
So now, as you go forward with this, when do you expect to hear back from the county?
Well, soon. Since we didn't object to their using those reports, I would expect we'd have their answer here pretty quick.